what up, bro?
What is up? Holy crap. Oh, wow.
We finally getting to it.
Oh my god, finally. After all this time, after about a year of build up, this is it.
Yup. A year build up.
Finally, we're getting to it. Okay, I wanted to get you into this call just so I could, straight up, first of all, I want to hear your reaction to Frieza versus Vegeta. I linked it right there.
Frieza versus Vegeta. I just wanted Vegeta to get some shine finally. you
Oh,
know?
you're gonna see this. I just want to hear your reaction. Just watch it. Just
Alright.
watch it.
Wait, hold on. Can you send it to me over Facebook? Link it to me on Facebook?
Yeah, sure. Uh,
Hey, you know me, I'm a Vegeta
yeah.
fan forever.
This is why I want you to see this.
Alright, here it is. Wow. And it's Doug. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. He fucks him up, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now this is what I wanted from the movie.
It's there.
Oh wow, he transformed
Yeah,
back.
he kicked him out of his golden form. Like, that's insane.
Wow. So it's safe to say Vegeta gonna win in this movie. It's gonna be Vegeta's
Oh
movie.
yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil it for you. There's the ending. It's I can't spoil it, but I don't think you'd like it.
I
I
mean,
can.
that right there is enough to get me excited.
Yeah.
Just Vegeta to get his shine a little bit.
Like, that's all I've ever wanted. Like, every time it was always someone else beating them. Finally now Vegeta's.
Goku or
Oh,
Gohan.
but yeah, it's always gonna be Goku, Spirit Bomb, Boo, and all this. I'm like, oh. But Vegeta's the one who works the hardest. Why doesn't he get it?
And that's what I always said. I always told him he works the hardest, hyperbolic time chamber training the hardest. I always said that.
Yeah, and also, if you notice, when he transformed, when he had a new transformation, he was always like one of the most powerful in his new transformation. Like, he'd always master the transformation. Like, think about it. When he was Super Saiyan 2, he was like, he kind of beat Goku. Kind of. I mean, when they versed the Super Saiyan 2, you remember that in the Buu saga?
Yeah,
I mean, they were
yeah.
pretty equal, but I mean, in the end, Vegeta chopped him in at the back of the neck. I know Goku wasn't looking, but I mean, that's kind of a victory. I'm a Vegeta fan, so I'll count that as a victory.
yeah, I know that's what I said. Yeah, but people always said that Goku was stronger and Vegeta needed Babidi's help to get to that level
Yeah.
Goku was at. So that's why I always hear that argument that they say that Goku was stronger. And not to mention Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was
Super
holding
Saiyan
that
3.
back, obviously. So, I mean, if Goku did
I
that,
mean,
like, Vegeta would just lose, like, hard.
I mean, why couldn't they give Vegeta a Super Saiyan? Well, you know what? They gave him this new form.
Yeah.
I mean, what's this new form
Uh,
called?
it's an odd name. It's called Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Man, I guess. I mean, kind of uninspired, but it's okay.
I,
It's
I
okay.
don't understand that. How does that make sense?
I mean, why didn't they just do what they did in the Battle of Gods? You know, when Bill smacked Bulma
Hmm.
and he powered up then and got his power that way.
That would be pretty
Why
awesome.
couldn't they just do that? Yeah,
Yeah. The reasoning is because Vegeta and Goku are training with Whis. So
yeah,
that's apparently when Vegeta gets this new form. Well, I'm assuming that it happens because they do they put their hands together and the god comes out like they did with Goku. I guess they did it with Vegeta, and then
yeah,
I know that Goku and Vegeta were training with Whis. making their powers become a lot more than what they were. I can get you 26 minutes of footage, but none of it's in English.
Dang. I mean, if the movie's out already, it got to be on like on a torrent site, right?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. But the whole thing hasn't been leaked, which is amazing. That it's been out for weeks now in Japan, and the best we can
Yeah.
get is shoddy cam recordings. And like, hang on a minute, I'll get the footage for you. But yeah, there's like 26 minutes leaked. You see Krillin as a police officer, um, stuff like this.
Wow. I mean, it makes me wonder because Naruto the last, that came out pretty quick. I was able to see that really quick.
Yeah, was that a movie? Are you talking about the series?
Yeah, the Naruto the last was the last Naruto movie.
Hmm.
It came out in it was out in Japan, and as soon as it came out in Japan, it was already on torrent sites.
Wow, that's odd. Well, it's not really odd. I mean, it's kind of common, but for this movie, it seems that I don't know. They don't want this getting out. Toei Animation, they're hardballing it.
Yeah, I tried to. I don't even think I've seen any of the. I only see two of the trailers. I don't remember how Frieza got that golden form.
Uh, Frieza got that golden form because he needed to. Well, he got revived, okay, by the remnants of Frieza's army.
Yeah,
And then Frieza has a brief discussion with the soldiers after he's revived, and basically it goes along the lines of him saying, "Okay, so where's Goku now? Where's the one who killed me?" And then they say, "Well, he's gotten along a lot stronger now. He beat Majin Buu." And if you don't know, Frieza's father said, "There's you don't ever want to mess." Frieza's father, King Cold, told Frieza, "Never mess with Majin Buu. Like Majin Buu is the most powerful, and never mess with Lord Beerus or Bills."
yeah.
So when Frieza heard that Goku defeated Buu, he was like, "Whoa, okay." So and then he's like, "Well, if you give me 4 months of training, I think I could take him on and win." So
What?
yeah,
Frieza trained?
yeah, for the
Wow.
first time in his life, Freezer has never trained before. So he trains for 4 months and then goes to Earth. He now has this new transformation. The problem is the new transformation doesn't last very long because he's just found the form. If you think about Super
Yeah,
Saiyan 3, when Goku first transformed, he couldn't hold it very long because,
yeah.
you know,
It
you know
strained his body.
yeah, pretty much on Earth. So yeah, yeah, where was it? Yeah, so he can't, Freeze can't hold it very long. And what happened was, do you want me to tell you what happens in the movie?
I mean, I should probably wait for the movie.
Yeah,
I probably yeah. I
probably.
heard they had some manga chapters that led up to the movie that came out as well.
Really?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, that's what somebody told me. I don't know if you know his channel, The Breakmaster. He does anime reviews. He told me they had some chapters come out for it. It was like a pre Frieza revival.
I'd like to see that because I don't know anything about it. I shot you the link on Facebook of 26 minutes of footage if you want to see it, but that pretty much shows, Frieza coming back and, them shows Frieza coming to Earth and then, uh, yeah, all that. So,
So pretty much GT is just completely not canon now,
yeah,
huh?
and thank goodness because GT, oh my god,
I
that's
mean,
the main
yeah, I
reason
agree.
I didn't want to see like that's the main reason I wanted to see a new series was because like
Yeah,
GT's finish, like, just oh my god, I hated GT, I really
I
did.
did too. But you know what? The one thing I did like about GT was Super 17. I found that to be a great concept. Super 17.
Yeah, I like Super 17, but
I
the
mean,
problem.
just the idea of fusing both of those 17s together. I like that idea. It had a another scientist like Dr. Gero. Like everything. I mean, I hated everything else, but that part right there, I feel like that was a great part. Super 17.
The one
The
thing
way
you can draw from that series is Super 17.
Super 17, yup, and his interaction with 18 now and seeing how they I like that for some reason.
The only problem I had with Super 17 was how Vegeta was so weak against him. Like, Vegeta looked like absolute shit. Like, I remember Vegeta did a final shine against Super 17 and he just stands there. Like, oh no, that didn't affect me. Sorry. Your best attack did nothing. I'm like,
well,
oh.
they always gonna do Vegeta like that. That's the Vegeta
Oh my
treatment.
god. Yeah, but Akira would always make Vegeta look strong, I guess,
Yeah,
like what they did was just lazy. They're just like, oh well, Vegeta's now just like Goten or Trunks, it just puts them
yeah,
all in the same category. I was like, Vegeta is not that. And the way they made Vegeta transform into a Super Saiyan 4 is just ridiculous.
yeah,
They have Bulma build a machine for him, okay? She builds a machine for him to turn Super Saiyan 4. Alright. Okay.
yeah,
Great.
yeah. That kind of ruined it for me. Like Vegeta needs outside help like that. Vegeta just come on, couldn't give him Super Saiyan 3, and then he needed help to get Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah, he just skips 3 altogether because that makes sense. And then for him to go 4, then he needs that. Even though he was the hardest trainer and he was capable of transformations, which was seen in the Cell Saga,
Yeah,
where he.
Cell Saga Goku was going on picnics and relaxing with while Vegeta training his ass off, and suddenly Goku's stronger. I'm like, wow,
Yeah, it's fucked up.
it really is. But I mean,
Is
new series, so we can look
Yeah.
forward to that.
Oh my god. When's it coming out?
Um, well, American dub, I have no idea. But Funimation been grabbing these movies kind of soon now though,
Mm.
cause I can't do Goku's sub the voice, that little kid voice. That is ruining it for me. I mean, I hope maybe they could get Bruce Faulkner to for the music. I'm just hoping.
That'd be amazing.
Bruce Faulkner music, man.
Yeah, if they do that, I mean that'd be what's up. But I don't think they will because apparently him and Toei Studios had a some sort of rift.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was, and then they split up. I think the music for Battle of Gods wasn't too bad, but it definitely wasn't like you know, definitely
I mean,
wasn't something to.
yeah, because the music be kind of. I mean, the music is just as important. Because while I'll be watching the old Dragon Ball Z movies, they be having all these rock bands playing, and they just take me out of it.
Yeah,
Like
they're like
especially the
breaking
Broly
Benjamin for
movies.
Broly and stuff.
Yeah, Broly. He powering up to some emo band, and I'm like, I can't rock with this. I can't rock with this right now.
Emo man. He's like
Yeah,
cutting
I
his
just
wrists as he's powering up.
yeah, it just took me out of it. Cooler movie too did the same thing. I'm like, this would have been so much cooler with Bruce Faulkner behind it.
Oh yeah, I mean that guy's a genius. I think his whole he's the people who made it. He's got a whole studio, and it wasn't just him. There was like a couple of guys there. That whole group of guys, whoever does that, are
Yeah,
amazing. Like they just like from a musical standpoint, it's actually amazing on its own merit. Like if you sit down and listen to some of this music on its own, it's amazing. Let alone with the anime, it's just oh god. I mean Vegeta's theme. I mean, holy crap.
definitely. Was it Hell's Bell? That's like one of my favorite songs right there.
Yeah, yeah,
It
it's
makes me want to walk into a room and I just feel like a badass when I listen to it. I just walk into a room with that same song playing.
it's my workout music actually. Like
Mine's
literally.
too. Well, but specifically when I work out, I gotta have Goku Super Saiyan 3 song.
There you go.
Gotta have Goku Super Saiyan 3 song. That that was a
Gotta
game
power up.
changer right
It's a game changer.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man, speaking of game changing though, what's
Mhm.
been going on with your YouTube?
Oh god, you don't even want. All right, okay. Let me give you an explanation of what I do. So I'm a music producer. That's my actual job. Okay.
Music
Uh,
producer?
yeah, yeah. I work independently. I used to work for a label, but that's my main thing. So
Yeah.
that's what I do. Uh, when I first started my channel, I had basically really nothing going on too much, so I was able to put out a lot of videos. So initially, in my first year, I put out like it's not a lot of videos. I mean, there are people out there that put out thousands upon thousands, and
Yeah.
I respect them for that. But I've only got like 150 videos on my channel, so
I mean,
I'm
you got a
not.
great following for 150 videos. Like,
Yeah, I think I hold some sort of record in the gaming community for most subscribers to videos or something like that.
yeah.
It's
'Cause-
something stupid. I don't know. Someone told
I
me
mean,
that.
I saw you come up fast. I
You're
saw
like,
you come up fast. I was like, whoa,
yeah.
this gaming community, you know.
better join it, brother. I know you tried to join it and then you didn't upload for a while.
I mean, see, what took me out of the gaming community? I mean, it's not what took me out of it pretty much, but it was because when I started, the PS4 was already coming out. So I
Right.
was like, I'm gonna wait until I get a PS4 to hop back into the gaming community. 'Cause I felt like I'm not gonna get that many views with last gen's console. You know,
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, like playing Xbox 360 still, and old games because I didn't have that many new games just yet. So like I
Yeah.
said,
It's all been
I
done.
haven't given up on the gaming community just yet. I'm just waiting till I have more games and next gen consoles, pretty much.
Right.
And
Okay.
since I seen how fast you came up in there, I was like, maybe Battlefield is where I should go.
Yeah. Oh, hey, man, if you do that, I will get you in there. I'll do any kind of promotion you want me to. I'd love to have you there. Maybe make some videos with me on it. That'd be really cool.
Man,
You
thank you.
totally
I
got that.
appreciate that. But would you believe I don't think I ever played Battlefield before?
I would believe that. I believe that, I, I don't get that impression you're an FPS type of guy. Would I be wrong in saying that?
No, you're right. I mean, I'll be hopping into sandbox games, third person
Like
sandbox.
GTA and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. When I got an open world and there's just so much you can do,
Mm.
I'm still playing GTA now. Still fine. Still, I'm doing yoga in GTA. Like I played
Yoga.
darts the other day. I'm like, damn, they got so much stuff you can do in this game. So
Literally everything. You can do anything. It's
yeah, yeah. Like I can play horseshoes. Like what the hell, horseshoes? So like I said, those
my
my
favorite
kind of
thing was
game.
golf. Like golf to me,
Oh yeah,
playing
yeah,
golf
golf.
on that.
Yeah.
Man, like fuck Tiger Woods, I've got this now.
I mean GTA is like having all games put together.
Yeah, it's
And then
amazing.
if you want your first person shooter for the next gen, they got the first person view on it. Like when you go first person.
Yeah,
So they even got that element too. So that means I gotta
yeah,
definitely get a PS4.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, but if you ever do decide to do FPS, like Battlefield is got to be one of the best games around. Call of Duty is just, in my opinion, a frustrating game.
Yeah, I hear that, but it be selling though. It
It
be
well,
really selling.
it
I wonder
it
why.
does. It's hard. Well, I'll tell you why. It's because a lot of it's just simple gunplay. Like the guns are easy to control. It's literally just hold down, shoot, kill. It's not
Yeah,
like in Battlefield. There's a more of a learning curve, and it takes a little while to learn the guns. And once you get good, you do feel a sense of accomplishment
yeah,
in learning the weapons and being better than your opposition. Not because your character improves over time, but you yourself improve after learning what the guns do and where to position yourself. It's not really that hard. Like I'd say after a couple of weeks, you'll really be you'll be pretty good, and you'll be a lot better than the players starting out.
yeah,
So if you're into a game where you want more of a challenge and you want to have like more of a skill gap, because there are games like GTA where I think a lot of the time there's not that much of a skill gap.
yeah.
In my opinion, when it comes to the gunplay, at least, because everything's all. I know there's ones where you can't lock on, but I just think that. It,
That auto aim.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just prefer more of a more in depth experience in
Yeah.
terms of gunplay. So that was why I kind of gravitated towards Battlefield. But
I mean,
one
is the online just as campy? People camping and shit. Cause that's where I be. They be kind of losing me. I be getting sniped, and I never know where it's coming from in Call of Duty. So I don't know if
Yeah.
Battlefield that way, where they just be waiting for you.
Of course, there's players like that. I mean, you can't stop it. I mean, it's
I mean,
just
GTA put a stop to it because they show where the person that on the map. So if I see they not moving, I know they can't. I know right where they at. I know they setting a trap for me if I see they arrow ain't moving.
yeah. There's a similar thing to that in Battlefield, where
Yeah,
like if a player's standing still, like one of your teammates can spot them, so
yeah.
then they'll just have a big thing lit up on top of them, so you know exactly where they're camping. You can just run around and shoot them in the back. I mean,
That's
so
now that's satisfying.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
satisfying. I mean, when I get a PS4, I'm definitely gonna pick up Battlefield.
You should. It's
I
a good
mean,
game.
Like what battlefield are they on right now? 4 or 5?
Uh, they're on Hardline, which is the one after Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
There's rumors of Battlefield 5 coming out, but you don't need to worry about that. That's probably like till 20 fucking I don't know 17, 18 or something. I heard that it was in pre-production to 2018. I don't know, but the newest one is Hardline. Hardline. There's a problem kind of with Hardline because uh, the popularity of it isn't as high as what they have been in previous games,
Yeah.
which is a little bit odd because I personally like Hardline more than 4. To me, 4 is the weakest in the series. Battlefield 4
Wow.
is easily the worst. It's like I don't know. It's like Dragon Ball GT of the Battlefield franchise, pretty much.
Wow.
It's just AIDS. Okay, it's just it's just
Damn.
AIDS.
So I should
And
go for the hard line instead of the 4.
I would recommend going for the hardline. That's what I'd say.
Hard line it is. I mean,
Yeah.
and so you signed with Machinima, right?
Yeah, I signed actually signed with Machinima when I had 300 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, are they treating you good over there? Is that a good network?
Yeah, I mean, I get paid more than probably most people, so it's I guess that's the good part about it. When I was at my peak, I was getting something like 400, something like 500,000 views a month or something,
Yeah.
and I was getting paid quite a fair bit, so I know more than most other people. So it
Cause I
was
cause I get mixed reviews from people who say they with Machinima. Like some saying they
mm.
get underpaid, some say they get paid more, and I guess it just varies from person to person.
It really does, and it also depends on your negotiating skills. Because initially they wanted to offer me like what I would call a bad contract, a 60-40 split, meaning that they take 40% of my revenue and I take the 60. I worked my way up to like a 90-10
A
split.
ninety
So
ten split. Wow.
yeah,
That's some good
I
negotiating skills.
yeah, well, when I joined initially, I had to settle for a 70-30 because who the fuck am I with 300 subs? I ain't going to give a shit if I say yes or no.
Yeah.
But once you start to get a little bit of momentum and a bit of hearsay, that's when they'll start to say, oh, okay, now we got to start listening because this guy's making us money. We got to maybe, drop back. And I said, okay, I'm going to get out of this contract. I'm going to leave. I'm going to find someplace else if you don't change my contract. And then they changed it to a 90-10. And it's pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean,
And,
when I got my partnership, it was before even the networks. Like I got my partnership, like the original partnership program.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been with them for the longest time.
You mean strictly through YouTube,
Yeah,
right?
strictly through YouTube. I haven't changed it.
Wow.
I mean, because the pay was been pretty good because for what I was
Are you
doing.
at 100%?
Yeah, there ain't nobody taking anything really. All the original partners. That's why we ain't moved to different networks and things. Cause I've been approached by different networks, and I was reluctant, because when I see that
Oh,
them
yeah.
splits, the 60-40, the 70-30, I'm like, wow, I had,
Oh, yeah. Don't leave.
yeah. I'm not doing it for the money really, but I ain't mad at it either.
Yeah, it's good. It's a reward for your efforts. I mean, anyone who complains about, I see some comments like, oh, like money whore and stuff to other YouTubers and that. It's like, no, it's not that. It's reward for the effort that you've put in. And I must say, as a fan of yours, after watching you for years, I would love that you can make as much money as you possibly could from this. And I, I'm surprised about. I'm surprised a guy like you doesn't have like fucking way more subscribers than I ever would. Like it just shocks me. Like someone with common sense who covers a wide variety of topics doesn't get out there like massively. It just shocks me. Am I wrong to think this? Like
I mean, first of
it
all,
just
I
shocks
mean,
me.
first of all, I appreciate you for being a fan of mine because I know you've been watching my videos for a long time. So first of all, I really do
Years,
appreciate that.
years.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
But I know why people don't gravitate towards my videos more, and that's simply because I cover a wide variety of videos. Because so many people
Mm.
subscribe to me for different things, whether it be the relationship video topics, the personal vlogs, or what I think about anime or video games or sports and UFC. They subscribe for that specific thing, and when I talk about something else, they kind of thrown off. They waiting for the next UFC video, and I'm over here talking about relationships. And the people subscribe to me for video game talk. They kind of weird. They kind of weirded out because I'm talking about UFC. But if I were to make my scope narrow and focused on something, how you focus like on Battlefield, you appealing to the whole Battlefield community. I appeal to too many, and they can't focus, and they get weirded out by me talking about everything. So I think if I were to narrow my vision to like maybe relationships or video games or anime, my fan base will grow more because I see people who talk about maybe one or two or three things, and they bring in that whole fan base because they appealing to that whole fan base. But me, I do too much, and I probably should separate it into maybe multiple channels.
Mm.
And I think that plays a huge role into it.
All right. Well, so the thing is, I like that though that you cover so many things. Like for
Yeah.
example, you'll go over the relationship stuff, and then the next video will be talking about Dragon Ball Z. Like this is my kind of channel. I like hearing the real talk, and I like hearing stuff about that I like. And no, I don't mind UFC, so I'm willing to listen to that. It's just one of those things. I suppose people out there who specifically want
They
that
want
one
that
thing,
one
like you
thing,
said,
yeah.
then they go for that channel for that. I get what you're saying, and I've kind of I've been through this phase before where I was like, yeah, I kind of need to do that one thing. Like I've always wanted to play other video games, but it's like,
Yeah, I always wondered that,
but
like, or you gonna hop into any other games like a Mortal Kombat or
I would love to. I saw the newest Mortal Kombat 10. That looks freaking
it
amazing.
really
That
does.
game looks so much fun. Like I really haven't gotten into the Mortal Kombat franchise, but I that makes me want to get into it. You see some of the fatalities are just gruesome. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god. I saw this one where the guy was up in the air and the spine comes out of his mouth, and I'm like, Jesus.
Best part of Mortal Kombat. Way, I mean, I wouldn't say. I mean, I played it a few times at friends' houses and stuff. I wouldn't say it's better than Mortal Kombat 9, but it's damn near close. It's really good. The fatalities, the story mode. I think you would really love it.
Yeah, I saw a let's play of the story mode, and it was really in depth. Like, I didn't even know what was really going on, didn't really know the characters, but you could just tell, like, there's a huge backlog of these of stories with each character. Like, it really was well executed. And for people like me who have never seen a Mortal Kombat before, like in terms of like the story, I was able to be invested into it. And I mean, the gameplay itself, I don't know if there's any like in-depth issues that I'm missing, but to me, the gameplay looks almost flawless. I don't know about online, but it looks to me like
I mean, it's one of the most
it's
balanced fighting games that's out there. One of the most balanced.
right.
And that's what I like about. I mean, it's not going to be like a Naruto Ninja Storm where one character can take like half your energy, half your life away, and others take. It's really balanced. It's not even like Street Fighter where you pick a Sagat, and he's just fucking you up, taking all of your life. So that's what I like about Mortal Kombat. I mean, you
Right.
probably could pick up 9 like on a PlayStation Network or Xbox Live for like it's like last time I seen it was $8, just 8. It's so cheap now, and this is one of the best Mortal Kombat's out there. It could get you ready for 10. Like you practice on 9, you ready for 10.
Right.
Man, I
Yeah,
mean,
no, I'd like to get into. I really would. The last fighting game I played was Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 on the PlayStation 2.
wow. So it's been a while. I mean, you ain't played Xenoverse?
It's been a little bit. I played a little bit of Xenoverse. I watched the Let's Play of the story, which was what I was really interested in. To be honest with you, I'm just thriving for any kind of Dragon Ball content. Like I watch Absalon, I watch all of the fan made stuff. Like
Yeah,
I was just really looking for the content in terms of like watchability. I wasn't
yeah,
looking for the playability. I wasn't, if I want to play a fighting game, I'll play Mortal Kombat because that game is designed for fighting.
yeah.
I don't know how good Xenoverse is.
I
I don't
mean, it
know.
surprised. I mean, it surprised me with how good it was. Like that character
Really.
creation. I mean, that's one of the best parts of making your own character and injecting them into the Dragon Ball Z universe.
Mm.
So I mean,
One argument I have though with the story is like I wish there'd be more options to like choose your own path. Like I mean,
yeah,
it's kind of like on you're pretty much on a railroad. I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like it's you're kind of stuck. It's pushing you in this direction when maybe you want to do something else. Like maybe choose to be a good guy or a bad guy. Maybe turn against Trunks or something. I
I
don't know.
mean,
I just wish there's more options.
toward the end, they kind of give you more options depending on like what letter grade you get. Like they go from Z, S, A, B, downward. Like when you get different grades, the ending, the way you defeat the main villain, kind of change a little bit. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, no. There's the one where Goku and yourself, do the
Yeah,
Kamehameha on the guy, and then there's the other
with
one
all the Z
where
fighters.
all of the Z fighters, come together and hit it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's pretty
I
cool.
mean, but
But
it
I,
kind of
I mean,
tricky.
like in terms of like core story, like changing. That's kind of what I mean. Like have like multiple arcs. So like if you choose to go this way, then the story completely changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I guess that's kind of hard to do.
I mean, because Naruto Ninja Storm does that. You could pick different pathways and stuff like hero side, or you got legend, and I know what you're saying. I mean, maybe they might do that for
Mm,
Xenoverse too, because Xenoverse was a really popular game. I mean, one of the
mm.
most frustrating games, but
Frustrating in what sense?
I mean, it's easy to spam attacks. I mean, and and it got like that where you pretty much mission farming, like you doing the same missions over and over to get specific items. Everybody got the same attacks. Everybody want the most powerful attack. So when you playing online, you
Mm.
seeing the same things over and over and over. The final flashes, the Kamehameha waves. Like nobody else is venturing outside to try any new attacks. Like maybe Raccoon's attack or maybe Nappa's attack. Everybody's focused on Goku's big attacks and Vegeta's and Trunks like that. So it's frustrating when you're
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
spammed with final flashes and shit. You know?
Yeah, I would also another problem I'd have in terms of online is like the power gap, and what I mean by that is if you think about the anime,
Yeah,
there's a huge gap in between like the weak guys and the strong guys. You got like a guy like Krillin, no offense to him, but in the Majin Buu saga is pretty much useless. And then you got a guy like Goku who's literally at the top. There's a huge power level difference. And what I wanted when I heard about Xenoverse and in terms of the online was I wanted that where people would come online and there would be people who were distinctly stronger than the other because they have built up their character to a point. And what I mean by that is how can you be truly rewarded in terms of having your character if everyone you verse is basically on the same power level? That's not Dragon Ball.
yeah.
In Dragon Ball, there's distinct power differences. Like this is like one of the main things that make the franchise so popular. Otherwise, it's literally just another. It's just any other fighting game that I've ever seen. Like, where's the distinct build-up difference? Like, there should be a way that this guy can never beat this guy ever.
They
Like,
do kind of got that. Like if you got somebody who's at level 5 versus somebody who's at level say 50, I don't think that level 5 can win because your life is
ever.
because every time you level up, they let you enhance your health more. They give you your strength, like your hits take more. So if you look at somebody who's like at level 5, their health bar is tiny in comparison to somebody who's at level 50. But I understand what you're saying that somebody at level 20 is still on path with somebody who's at level 35. But if it's vastly different, like 50 and 5, it is like that. But I understand what you're saying. But if it's too close together, like somebody who's at level 30 is on par with somebody who's at level 60, say level 60. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like there's gaps, but it has to be extreme for it to be noticeable.
Right, and that's what I mean. Like, there's not enough gap differences, is what I think. Now, I haven't played enough of the game to say like definitively. That's why I'm kind of asking you like, what's up? Because to me, it just looks like like it's all. I don't know. I don't see the power gaps, which to me is like a really important thing, like a really significant thing. That's kind of interesting that you said like 5 to 60 there is a difference, which I'd assume so because I mean after all that leveling you increase your
I
health,
mean,
you increase your
yeah,
ki,
and
da da
also
da
you
da.
don't have super attack starting out too, so you don't at level 5 you're not gonna have like a Kamehameha wave, or you're gonna have weaker attacks. You know, you really do got to level up to get these bigger attacks, pretty much. So but that is
Yeah,
kind of
and that
frustrating too. But you have to do these specific missions in the game over and over and over until you get it.
yeah, oh my god, I hate that stuff. That's the same problem I had with
Oh
Destiny.
yeah,
It's like it's the same thing. Like people don't want to sit there and do things like they're working. They want to play a video game. Like that's a problem I had with GTA as well. Like if you want to gain money, you don't do the
yeah,
same mission
exactly.
over and over and over. Like if I want to go to work, I can do that without playing a video game, okay? I play a video game to, have an in-depth
Yeah,
experience. And it just feels so. I hate games like that where they're just so grindy. It's like I don't want to play a grindy game. I want to improve my skills as a player to define myself as a better player than another. I don't want to sit there grinding, 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 grind. I mean, I might as well be
playing
like I
playing
don't know.
any MMO or any MMORPG pretty
Yes.
much.
Oh my. Yeah, exactly. I mean, who wants to
I
do
mean,
that? Well, there are some
but
out
then
there.
again, GTA Online they kind of put a stop to that. They started put like they will add, yeah,
Heists.
heist. They will add more to it so you ain't doing the same missions over and over. Like I'm still surprised that game been out for 2 years and they still coming out with content. Not even really
Oh yeah.
DLC content, like it's free content pretty much. So I'm pretty impressed with that.
That's rare that developers do that. They release like free content
Yeah.
on the regular. Like, I mean, shit. Call of Duty are charging like $110 for their DLC and stuff,
Woo!
which is absolutely absurd. Yeah, more tan the game itself. I mean, it's crazy. Like one of my favorite things of GTA though is like if you rob a store with your
Yeah.
friend, you go out and you run away from the cops. That is really awesome. Like a thing I'd like to see more in GTA is like more things you can do in the
Yeah.
world. Like maybe like from what I heard of heists, I was thinking like maybe you'd have a bank while you're in the world and you rob the bank or
Yeah.
something like that. You know how Lester, you know how you plan missions with Lester and you can go like stealthy or
Loud.
like action, just go loud straight
Yeah.
in. What do you think of that? How that would go into a multiplayer environment, something like that? Because I thought that'd be really good.
I mean,
And how would they do it?
I mean, well, I would never pick stealthy though. I mean, I, I would always go.
But the option should be
Yeah, the
there.
option
Is what
should
I'm
be
saying.
there. I mean, it's awesome the option is there, but I know how me and my crew is. We would always pick loud and go in there guns blazing. Like if I wanted
Fair enough.
stealthy, I would play a Metal Gear Solid. you know, I'll pick a Solid Snake. But the way they would integrate it into a game, I mean, yeah, that is difficult. That is difficult, especially just doing your free roam. Like I can understand putting in a mission and you plan it together. You planning you know how in single player you plan everything and do it that way. But I don't know, multiplayer is a little bit different. I mean, but so
And
far I like it. I like it. GTA is still one of my favorite games. It will always it's always changing. Even for the seasons, they will add snow just because it's winter. And I love things
right.
like that. And I don't got to pay for any of it. I don't have to pay for, like even Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. They got DLC for it. Like if you want to,
Is it
yeah,
free?
no, if you got to pay for it.
You-
Like they want you to
like,
pay.
what a
They want
shock.
you to pay for the Dragon Ball GT story arc.
Oh yeah, I'll really pay for that. That's what I'm really looking forward to. The GT story arc.
I
Yep.
mean, but at least you get your own character in there. I mean, nah, you're right. There's no way to save GT.
You know, I would do if I was. This is what I would love to have as an option. Okay, so you do the GT storyline. Okay, so you start off. I would love the option if I could just charge a spirit bomb and blow up the whole planet. That's what I'd do, including myself. Just destroy the whole GT universe. Just blow
I
up
mean,
everything.
damn, you
Screw it
hate it
all.
that much, huh?
Just blow the whole thing up. That should be the whole. You buy the DLC. Your character starts off with a spirit bomb. You can either throw it at Amiga Shenron or blow up the whole planet. Just do that. Bang.
I mean,
Ended
Baby
it.
Vegeta, yeah, what they did, Baby Vegeta garbage. I mean, oh wow, it was so boring.
Did you play it? Okay, what was it like? What was the
Oh,
GTR
I didn't
like
buy
in
it.
that?
It's GT. Like I
Okay.
ain't buy it. It's a GT.
Good
I
man.
was not. I
Good
mean, when
man.
it comes down to like maybe free, I'll play it. But pay. What do they want for it? Like a $20 or $40? Like
No
like they
way.
want you to buy essentially a whole nother game
They're charging $20, $40
to play.
for the GT story
Yeah,
arc. You couldn't pay me to play that shit. What are you kidding me?
that's what I say. That's
What?
what I'm saying. You can go on there and check. It is crazy.
I can't believe this. Who would pay
I
for
mean,
that? They're insane.
that's the only way you can play a Super Saiyan 4 though.
GT.
Like that's the.
Let's see.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm dead set. I want to see what's going on. Okay, Xenoverse GT Pack 1 and 2.
Oh,
Okay, so they've got different packs.
2 packs. Wow.
They got packs 1, 2, 3, and 4 apparently. Hang on.
Damn, I didn't even know they had that many.
Xenoverse GT DLC price. Let's see this. It's rated 3 stars out of 5.
That's still too much. That's
Steam
still too
palette.
much.
Is there like a -1 star that we can do? I want to do that. Store Xbox. I can't see anything on it. But I believe you. I believe. Oh no, here we go. Okay, yeah. Xenoverse GT Pack 1, $13.45, and that's just pack
Yeah.
1. There are 4 of these packs. $13.45 GT Pack 1. So you get Kid Goku, Pan, I guess Trunks. I don't even know. This is just shocking to me.
It's shocking that people are buying it though.
GT. Are people buying it?
Yeah,
Really?
people buying it. People like, cause I play online with certain people. You know, some people that want to play online, and they got Super Saiyan 4 characters. I don't even got that, so I know they bought the DLC.
Oh my god. Do you know if there's anything out of the DLC that like um can you make your character turn like your own character become a Super Saiyan 4?
Um, well, pretty much you work your way up, and as you level up, they unlock new Super Saiyan abilities. New levels you can buy. Like you could buy Super Saiyan, buy Super Saiyan 2, and things like that. You could buy the KO.
Can you buy Super Saiyan 3?
I haven't went that far. Like after I beat the main story mode, I kind of stopped playing it that much. After I beat the main story mode, I play online like sometimes, but I ain't really level hurting like that anymore. I got tired of doing the same levels over and over. I fought Cell in the Cell game like
Exactly.
a million times already. I'm tired of Cell. I'm tired of Cell. I'm tired of fighting maximum level Frieza with Goku. I'm tired of it, man. I need new things
Yeah.
to do.
Oh, there is a did you do the movie arc for it? There's a movie arc in Dragon Ball
Oh,
Z
oh no, is it
Xenoverse.
DLC?
No, it's free. It's in the game. I think you have to beat this certain mission or something, and then with another mission or something, and you take on Broly, and you have Bardock helping you take on Broly,
Wow.
and then you time travel back in the past to meet Vegeta in the Saiyan saga, and Broly's there and Bardock's there.
Wow, I had no
Yeah,
idea
that's
about that. None.
yeah. Hang on, I'll try and get you some information on
Hey, I need a reason to play that game. I done paid about $50 for that game, and I played it for a week.
Yeah, Dragon. Okay, I'm literally typing this. Dragon Ball Z first. Let's see what we
Cause
come
I
up
beat the
with.
main storyline already.
How to get time crystal shards to. Oh, here we go. How to unlock. Okay, I'm gonna send you this link so you can do it
All right.
yourself. Oh, hang on. I can. Yeah, I'll send you the link. So if you ever want to find out how to do it, uh, this is this is how apparently. There you go. Sent it to you on Facebook. But
Cause I def, cause I
yeah, it's
definitely
real.
need a reason to play that game. I played it for a week, and I be hating that when I pay like full price for a game that I don't play that long. I need game with.
Yeah, how long's the story mode for? How long's that
I
go?
mean,
How many
I
hours?
would probably say. I mean, you know what? They make it so you have to go back and do previous missions so you can beat the new person who's ahead of you because you ain't gonna be strong enough. So you got to get your level to match their level. Because if you like at a level 20 and Cell is at level 45, he will fuck you up. So you will have to go back and do old stories to level up so you could take on. So
Oh, that's another problem I had with Xenoverse is the
yeah,
levels. Like, why instead of having levels, why don't you have like power levels like they did in the series? Why is it levels like straight levels like level 1, 2 to 80? Isn't it right?
yeah. I think that's the level cap
Why don't they? Yeah, why don't they have like power levels? I think that'd be a lot more,
because you know how
distinguishable.
many people will be saying I'm over 9,000. You know how many people you know how many people gonna be saying that every time you get online. Somebody's gonna say that.
Right. Awesome. I'd love that.
I
That'd be
mean,
cool.
I just it was just cool making a black saying. Just having a that was the coolest thing in the world to me. Fighting along
Yeah, I'm
Goku.
down. Why don't they ever have any black people in the
I
Dragon
mean,
Ball
ooh,
series? Well,
kinda.
yeah, he is. Is he more? I don't know if it's racist for me to say. Was he? What part of, like, what part of the world was he
I mean,
from?
he looked
Like,
at
exactly.
really Middle Eastern, like a Latin.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
He looked like a Latin pretty much.
say. That's where Akira Toriyama got his
Yeah, he said
inspiration
this a good
from.
Disney
He Goku.
movie.
He's sitting there with his kids watching Aladdin. He's like, I'm gonna make a character like
But yeah,
Aladdin.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But I got to start asking you some questions, 'cause I know your viewers want to know some more about you. Like, what made
All
you
right,
get
all
into
right,
the gaming community? What made you start doing videos and things like that? So you got to
all
let
right,
us know.
all right, all right. Well, I'll try and let you know, but my all right, okay. Well, basically, what happened was I would watch videos
Yeah,
on YouTube, and that's basically where I get all my entertainment from. Like, I barely watch television anymore, unfortunately. Like, I don't know. I get a lot of my entertainment
yeah,
online. So, watching online and watching people playing video games. If some people might not know, but I don't say this in a bragging way, but I was actually one of like the top guys in Battlefield 3. I was like highly ranked on all of the leaderboards and stuff in terms of like kill death ratio, score per minute, stuff
yeah,
like this. So I also played in a competitive team, which won some tournaments with level BF and stuff. So you know, just things like this. And I consider myself a very good player, and I'd watch people online. And this is no offense to them, but I thought myself I was a better player.
yeah,
I know it sounds arrogant, but it's like here's an example. So if you're an NFL star,
yeah.
okay, and you're watching like kids at the park throwing a football,
Wow.
right? That's what it was for me.
Like, I just know I'm better than you.
Yeah. There's no else of saying it. Like that is the best way I could explain it. And you know, I was just like, well, screw it. I'll get a recording setup going, and I did, and that's kind of what got me into it was because I thought that I could do better than other people. Whether I accomplished that or not, well, that's
Fifteen
I
thousand subscribers
really
in, you there? You accomplished it.
yeah. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. I think for the amount of videos I've put in, it's definitely something. I get told that if I put in 1,000 videos, I'd probably have 100,000 subscribers. Sure, I guess that's very well possible. It's just that at this point in time, it's not my main priority. I've got other things that I think are going to be more beneficial to me, both financially and in terms of gratification in the long run. So it's just a thing I do for fun. I like to play video games. Why not turn it into something I
I
get
mean,
paid
can
to
you see
do?
yourself
You know?
ever doing this full time? Like, if you reach a certain plateau where you can make a full living off of it, do you see yourself doing it that long? Like,
Yes.
okay, so full time FPS player.
Yeah. Full time. It's very well
Yeah,
possible. I don't think it's something that I'll be doing anytime
yeah,
soon. But I think if I had the right support and the right financial backing, and I was absolutely certain that things would work out, then I'd definitely look at it. It'd be something that I think would be pretty good, pretty good. The only problem with it is I'm just a little bit worried on the financial viability of
yeah,
YouTube in terms of like, one day you're the next big thing, the next day you're pretty much
Yeah, it's scary
done.
relying on it.
So it yeah, right. It is. It's really tough. So I'd have to be doing significant waves throughout the community to for me to consider it. And for me to do that, I have to make more videos. For me to make more videos, I have to dedicate more time. For me to dedicate more time, I have to take more time away from my actual job. For me to take, it's just a whole,
Yeah, I
it's kind
understand
of how it is.
juggling the whole working and YouTube aspect at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, you've been studying,
Yeah,
right? And you were working, right? I mean, you it's the same thing
I
with
mean,
you,
for me
right?
personally, I'm never gonna quit YouTube. You know, like it's my passion. Like if I could live off of it,
Mm.
I would, but I'm cool with it being a hobby. Long as people watching, I'm happy. You know, to me, I'm successful if even 10 people watch a video. That's successful because they don't have to. But the fact they do, I appreciate everyone. So I see it as a hobby, but it's also a labor of love type of hobby. You know, like no matter what, even if I wasn't getting paid, I probably still would be doing it. You know, if YouTube
Mm.
went under, I
Mm.
probably would be making videos somewhere else. So that's how I feel about it personally. Like I will always be doing it because the people, pretty much. It's never,
And that is pretty much what
yeah,
drives
it's
you,
never been
right?
about the money or nothing like that. It's never because if it was about the money, y'all know YouTube don't pay that much. You know, I mean, it might cover a couple bills here and there. It's nice to get some change off of it, but I am not living off of it. Trust me, I am not
Yeah,
living off
yeah.
YouTube money.
And now I've got a little point that I like to make in terms of like YouTube
Yeah,
entertainers that I think is very valid. It's really a theory at this point, but one thing I like to say is you think about like all the advertisers who really are right now, let's say the majority are into television, okay? Let's say like all the advertising money in terms of like, the companies putting money making putting money into their advertisements, they can either put it on the television or the
yeah,
internet. A lot of these companies still think that the money is really through television. That's where you're going to
it's
get the
not.
most sales. What I think, yeah, exactly, it doesn't. But what I think's going to happen over time, and I think it is happening, is that you're going to see all these companies slowly coming over to
Yeah,
YouTube, which means as time goes on, there's going to be more and more money into YouTube, which gives me the theory that guys, like medium sized channels and
yeah,
channels coming up will have more endorsement deals like the top guys because the top guys on YouTube are only going, they're already getting endorsement deals. You see them doing deals with,
yeah,
Pepsi and all this stuff. It's already happening. They do things. PewDiePie did a thing with South Park. I mean, it already happens. But what I think's going to happen is it's slowly going to trickle down to guys like you and me who are really just doing this for really fun and we're going to have a little bit more money there. That's just a theory. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think it kind of makes sense in
yeah.
my head.
No, you got a very valid point
uh,
there. But this also depended on Google because Google could easily scare away people with that paid service. What if they start making all channels paid service? I know people are really not going for that. You know, so it depends on Google. As long as
right.
Google keep YouTube free, let it be free and not make it a paid service, I believe your theory will pan out. It will that will come into fruition, but it really depends on Google. Because if Google, the moment Google starts saying you gotta pay a subscription, if you gotta pay like $10 to be subscribed to this person, $5 to be subscribed to this person, I think YouTube will die at that point.
Do you think that will happen? By the way you're saying it, you think it's almost like a certainty or a viable possibility. What makes you think that is going to happen?
Because they rolling out a plan for bigger channels. It's an option now. Like me and you, we can already like if well not me just yet, but if you got 10,000 subscribers or more, you can turn on the paid subscription the service to have people pay to be subscribed to you. And people really don't want to pay
Mhm.
for content they've been getting free for a decade. Like no one would like
Right.
Facebook for example. The moment Facebook becomes a paid service, it's going under. No one wants to pay for something that's been free from the beginning and then all of a sudden. So I see them mapping out this plan for bigger channels. What happens when it become mandatory? When everyone has to get that service, where everybody has to make their subscription a paid subscription. So that's the only thing that worries
Mm.
me is that they doing it with bigger channels. Like I see a couple channels doing it already where you can't watch their content unless you paying for their subscription.
They're not going to be successful. Like that's just, I think that's self-harming to your product because if you're not getting your videos out there, I mean, who's really going to pay $10 for amateur content?
Yeah,
Like,
but
let's
you
be
see
real.
Google already forcing things. You remember Google Plus? Why we still got to use that? So
Mm.
they really are forcing something. So that's the only thing that worries me is when they start forcing that, or
Uh,
if they
it's
start forcing it.
the only thing that doesn't make sense to me is like people will find workarounds. Like if they have channels that they like, I'm sure they'll just bookmark the channels and just click on the channels when they want to see what's up. Like there could be many workarounds to it. I
Yeah,
think.
I mean, it probably will work out for bigger channels. Some bigger channels will benefit from it. Because some well,
You
bigger
think so?
channels like the ones that's putting out movies, like Lions, like these movie companies that put their movies on there,
Mm.
and you got to pay to see movies and stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Or people got pay per views. When you got to put like the Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather fight, they had that on YouTube. You pay YouTube, like they'll do it that way because it's convenient. So big channels like that, but like individual people like me, you and me, I don't think we would benefit from it.
Oh, definitely not because we need the besides the large channels like the small to medium to even medium to large channels we need as many viewers as we
Yeah,
can get. Like we need to have as many people watching as possible, and if you have a paywall behind it, literally you're going to cut off 99% of your audience, and at that point you might as well not even be bothering.
yeah, that's when we move to a different site. that, that's when we move. I heard about this other one called Vessel. I think that's what it's called. That is just that
Vetsel,
is
never heard
just
of it.
like YouTube. I heard about it through Reckless Tortuga channel. They said they upload their videos to Vessel first. Yep, Vessel. Watch your favorite here first.
Wait, so how do you spell it? I'm going to look this website up.
Vessel.
Let's see. What's your favorite videos here
Yeah,
again?
I hear Reckless Tortuga uploads their videos there first. Maybe they know something that's coming before we do.
This looks
Yeah,
pretty nicely laid out. See, they've got Shane Dawson on here.
I
They
see
got
Machinima.
yeah, they got a bunch of
Yes,
YouTubers. Yeah,
yeah.
they got someone. No one told me about that.
I mean, hey, we got to jump ship eventually. If Google start doing that, got to jump ship. Like I said, I'm
This is the ship.
yeah. I wonder
We're about to
is it
jump on.
free though? They want me to sign in.
Let's see. Let's see if it is free. Hang on. Sign up. Let's see. Let's see what it is. I'm gonna. We're doing this live. Okay, no. Okay, never mind. We're not doing it live because it's asking for an email. Okay, screw it.
Hey, close enough. Close
that's
enough.
that's not gonna work. Close enough, but I don't know. Maybe it could be a thing. Daily Motion's
Yeah,
another
Daily
one as
Motion.
well that has what's and there's Vimeo as well.
Yeah,
That's
that's why I
another
watch
one.
movies online.
Oh yeah.
Well, YouTube got some pretty good movies that you can just watch online because people will upload anything.
Yeah, no, I always get whenever I look up for a part of a movie or something or a movie, it'll just show me like 1 minute clips of it or something.
Well,
Like
I
I
mean, if you're
can't.
looking for like a TV shows, like maybe an Avengers, Earth Mightiest Heroes, they got the whole series.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like if I want to watch the
Yeah, if you want to
Dragon
watch
Ball
Dragon
series
Ball,
or
they
whatever.
got that.
Yeah, you got the entire Dragon Ball Z, GT.
Yeah, that's what I got on
Who,
YouTube.
who the
That's what I
fuck
got
would
on
watch
YouTube
that?
for first to watch Dragon Ball Z clips.
Really? That was the initial reason you ever got
Yep,
on
I was
YouTube?
like, oh, you got all my favorite transformations. I could watch Vegeta transform. I could watch Dragon Ball Z without filler because I don't need to see Goku and Piccolo get their driver's licenses.
Oh come on, that was
I
pretty
mean,
fun.
but
I don't know. I like
I, things like
come on, Piccolo wearing a cap.
yeah, but things
Come
like Garlic
on.
Jr. Come on, Garlic Jr. Though.
You ever watch Teams 4 Star? You know what that is?
I met them before. Yeah, you remember
Really?
the Yomicon video I did?
No, I must have missed it because I have no idea about
Well,
this.
Yomicon is this anime convention that Detroit has every year, and I
Oh, that yeah, that where you went out when you went out with your
Yeah,
friends to
yeah.
do it,
And
right?
Team Four Star was there.
That's what you were going to. Okay, well then I missed that part.
Yeah, I got to meet Steve. I got to meet all the team of them, and I got to meet the voice of Tom from Toonami. What's his name?
Wow,
Steve Bloom, I believe. So that's why I go to those.
that's crazy.
I wish I got it on camera, but I was using my phone camera at the time. I didn't have a proper camera to capture it, but there's a next one coming up, and I'm gonna capture everything I can for that one.
That yeah, please capture that. That'd be cool to watch. Yeah. Well, so presuming that now that you've met them, you've seen what they
Yeah,
do, right?
yeah.
I'd like to think that after meeting them or before that, you'd know what they do. Yeah, I was gonna say the whole Garlic Junior thing. I liked how they. You know the part of Team Four Stars Dragon Ball Z? They have Garlic Junior show up and Mr. Popo just like wrecks him within 10 seconds. I think that's pretty funny.
It is, man. But Get Garlic Jr. is the worst. Garlic Jr. saga is how you feel about. That's exactly how I feel about how you feel about GT. That's how I feel about Garlic Jr. Cause
Really?
think about it. They showed us Super Saiyan for the first time, and how did they follow it up with Garlic Jr.?
I think it's funny with the games and everything, they pretty much dismiss that, like, completely. You notice how it's, like, always, like, the Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, Android Saga. They just completely
The,
miss out the Garlic
there's
Jr.
no
thing.
reason to count it. It's terrible. It's terrible. Keep it in movies, please.
It,
Keep it in.
it,
And his boy, his henchman was
it,
called the Spice Boys. So you know I wasn't taking that shit serious. I wasn't taking that serious at all. The Spice Boys, nah.
Okay, the problem I had with the Garlic Jr. saga was that those fighters were standing up to Piccolo, were standing up to Gohan, were standing up to Krillin after they got off Namek. Like these random guys who looked like they had a power level of 300 were standing up against Krillin who had like a power level of
Yeah, I agree.
80,000. Like I'm like what the hell is going on? This doesn't make sense. How does that guy even like Krillin should flick him with his finger and he should die. Like and they're beating the crap out of Krillin. I'm like
Exactly.
what is going
And
on?
and they named the Spice Boys.
And then name the
How are
Spice
you
Boys
getting
with
worked? You
shots of
getting worked
love.
by the Spice Boys? Come on. See, no.
If you're getting whooped by the Spice Boys, you need to reconsider what the hell you're doing. Okay, like
I never heard
that's
anyone say,
depressing.
"Oh, Garlic Junior Saga is my favorite." Like
Yeah, that shit was hot.
even the power scaling in it is so off. He's immortal, so why is he so weak? Like I believe he's immortal. He's buff as Broly, but he's weaker. Like I didn't understand the power scaling. Where Gohan, not even Super Saiyan Gohan, just post dynamic Gohan is beating an immortal being right now.
Yeah, and no problem as well. Like just making him his bitch, which was
So fuck Garlic
pretty
Jr.
pretty
I
interesting.
mean, if that
I agree now. I agree. You've convinced me. Fuck Garlic Jr. and that whole
like
saga.
what was all the
Make him all
muscles
die.
for? For what? Piccolo was
I
calling
don't
him.
know. Maybe the Spice Boys like the muscle. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah,
Maybe at night they used
yeah,
to
with
hang
that
out.
name, Spice Boy is terrible. I don't mind Garlic Jr. in the movie, but don't give me no saga. I don't want no saga. It was decent for a movie.
You know, I actually that's the one thing out of all of the Dragon Ball I've never seen. I've never seen the Dead
Oh
Zone,
yeah,
right?
Dead Zone. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dead Zone. Movie one, the Dead Zone. Yeah,
I mean,
never seen it.
you
Seen
would
everything
watch it and
else.
you would say, meh. You say it was okay. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I certainly didn't love that shit. It was definitely okay.
It's definitely well. I've seen clips from it. I know Gohan pretty much owned Garlic Jr. as
Yeah,
a baby, so I was
an
like,
an
that's
immortal
pretty
being,
cool.
by the way.
Yeah, I don't think immortal equals power though. Immortal means just that he can't die. It doesn't necessarily mean like he's like all powerful. But I'd like to think
Yeah, I
if you're
would like to
immortal,
think he
you
was
train yourself
stronger.
up all.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
how he got knocked in the dead zone. He do it
Yes.
again to get beaten the same way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's
Like
fine. And Gohan was shielding Krillin and
yeah,
Piccolo, And then yeah,
and it,
yeah, that was it. What a way to go out,
and not
huh?
and they just forgot about Vegeta. Vegeta just wasn't even in it.
Yeah, where was
I think that
Vegeta?
well, yeah. I think he was off training somewhere, trying to become a Super Saiyan, following Goku
Yeah,
around. I think they explained that he was following Goku around. Like he always got somewhere right after Goku had left there. He was training to become Super Saiyan at that time.
uh, and he probably like felt Garlic Jr.'s power levels
Yeah,
like I'm screwed. They
like
can sort it out. They don't need
like
me there. It'll just be a
an
massacre
immortal
probably.
butterfly, essentially, pretty much.
Yeah. Could you imagine if Vegeta was there when they're all them were there? Like Vegeta would just, oh my
Vegeta would
god, it would be a
wreck Garlic
massacre.
Jr.
That would have been the best time for Vegeta to beat
Right?
anybody. Like it would have come back to Earth. Vegeta would have came in, saw Garlic Jr., just final flashed him. That's it.
Killed
He's
the
done.
Spice
Like
Boys in seconds.
yeah. Oh my god. And you know he's just he's styling. You saw the earlier the Vegeta versus
Yeah,
Frieza, the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, something like that, where he's just like, I don't even give a fuck, completely in control of the
that would have
fight.
been
You know,
perfect.
just shit talking the whole time as well.
I mean, God, that
That would make the saga better instead of like dragging out these fights with these horribly weak monsters that I don't even know what they are. Like they seem to be completely buried in all of the canon of Dragon Ball. Like, remember, this is a part of the main storyline. Okay, this isn't like like some sort of crap movie or something or some sort of fanfic. This is a part of
but you know why
the
they do that to Vegeta though? Akira Toriyama
why.
said Vegeta was his least favorite character in the whole series.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I heard
you ain't
that
go
too.
and you
Yeah,
and if you ever watch Naruto, they basically worship Sasuke, and that's because Kishimoto said Sasuke was his favorite character. So whatever how the creator feeling, that's who's going to get the shine, and that's who's going to get shunned pretty much.
but I wonder why Vegeta's now getting the shine in this
Because we
movie, in the newest
requested it,
movie.
damn
Then
it. We fought to have Vegeta. We said we demand Vegeta get shine. American fans.
yeah, I'd like to see it where it ends out as Vegeta being stronger than Goku. Just like end Dragon Ball Super with Vegeta being the distinctly
I
better
mean,
fighter and the defender. That's the
I
way
mean
I
he,
think it should end because they've had this struggle the whole way
I mean,
through for him
I
to
mean
be
he
the
already
best.
gave better speeches than Goku. I mean his speech game is
He's just a better character. He's the best character in the series by far. Like one of the best characters, period, on anything. Like he's just
yeah,
an
because he had
amazing
the most
character.
depth. He had the most. But Goku, it's hard to give a character like Goku depth because he's not a deep person. He's a very superficial. I like these. I like food. I want to protect my friends. He's very superficial like that. Vegeta added a level of depth, and so did Piccolo too. They like whenever you got an anti-hero. I mean, well, a villain turn anti-hero turn hero. You get a better story out of that.
Yeah, you have the whole
Yeah, I love. That's
transition.
what I loved about it.
I wonder how that would go if like Goku was evil or something. Like they have like a. I've seen a lot in a lot of the fan mangas where Goku turns
Yeah,
evil. I wonder how that would be executed because based on what you just said, where the bad turns sort of antagonist to good guy. I wonder how that would go the opposite way. Would that cause the same
I
effect?
mean, when you think, I mean, I don't know if this is well, it was filler maybe, but when Goku first came to Earth, he was programmed to destroy it, and he was very hostile until he hit his head, and when he hit his head, that's when he became peace loving and became simple. Like that's
Right.
what I don't know if it was filler. I believe it might have been filler when it was explaining his relationship with his grandpa Gohan and things like that. But originally he would have been evil had he never hit his head like that.
Yeah, I don't understand that part. If he landed, wait, he landed on Earth and he bonked
No,
his head.
well he
Is that what
landed on
happened?
Earth and he was very hot and Gohan found him and he was very hostile. And then I guess he got into some
Uh,
accident and hit his head, and that's when he became all peace loving and Gohan raised them easily and things like that.
right. So if he didn't hit his head, then he would have been evil
Yeah,
like
he would have been
Raditz,
like
or
Raditz had he never hit his head.
well, that kind of makes the question of like Vegeta turning a good guy like pretty
Maybe he got his
insane,
head hit
right?
too many
Because
times.
yeah,
Too many people hit him in his head. Frieza, Cell, he got hit in his head too many times. Android 18 broke that arm pretty good. That might make you change a little bit.
Maybe, but I think maybe it's just because of how strong the character is, how strong of a individual he is. Maybe I don't know if I'm going over the top with my Vegeta
Hey,
fanboyism,
I'm
but
I'm
like
I'm right here with you.
I'd
I feel
like
the
to
same
think
way. My favorite character.
it's like Vegeta can turn good because he can. He's just that fucking. He's that good. He doesn't.
Train the
You know,
hardest
he
trainer, the
does what he
hardest, the
wants.
give the best speeches. I mean, come on, he deserves shine. It make me
He
mad that
does,
Gohan got
and
shine before him. It's fucking Gohan.
yeah, that was pretty funny. Like the whole Cell saga, how Gohan pretty much
Well, think about
had that shine.
this. Gohan got a Mystic Gohan is stronger than Super Saiyan 2, Vegeta and Goku, right?
Yes, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I believe.
Yeah. So think about this. Vegeta trained his ass off to get the Super Saiyan 2. Gohan got so weak, and then he met the that old Kai that gave him the Mystic power, and automatically he's stronger than Vegeta now. That's
Yeah,
bullshit. That
but
show you hard work don't mean anything.
that's Akira giving the middle
It,
finger to
it's
all of
not
us,
about
really.
what you know, it's about who you know, pretty much. That's all it's about.
I wonder if Gohan was Akira's favorite character. I get the feeling it was.
I mean, because
Must have been.
Gohan get power ups for no reason. Guru gave him a power up on Namek. He got this power up from old. He's always just getting power ups for no reason. So he might be.
Oh, in the new movie, he got nerfed significantly. Like he really did get nerfed. Apparently, there's a piece of dialogue in the movie. I don't want to spoil it for you if
Oh
you
no,
don't
it's
want
okay.
me to
It's
say
keep
it, but
going.
okay, yeah. So apparently, I think it was Krillin or Piccolo before they get into
Yeah.
battle. One of them asks Gohan, "Are you still okay to battle? Can you still turn?" No, what was the dialogue exactly? It was like, "Are you okay to battle?" or something's like, "Yeah, I don't know if I can turn Super Saiyan anymore though," or something
What?
like that. So he can barely even transform anymore, and he's really skinny as well. If you see the pictures of him, he looks like I don't know. He looks like he's been nerfed significantly. But then there's another part of the movie where he bulks up, goes Super Saiyan, and then starts fucking this one guy up.
Oh,
So I
but you
don't
know,
know.
every
It's
time
hard
they
to
nerf
tell.
Gohan, it's because they about to set him up for another power up.
Yeah.
That's
Trying to
his.
make
That's
him
his
3 times
pattern.
stronger
That's
when
his
he comes
pattern.
back.
Strongest, weakest, strongest, weakest. That's his pattern. So he might get the next Dragon Ball Z movie. I guarantee it's probably gonna be Gohan that's gonna get a power up.
I swear to God, if Dragon Ball Super and Gohan's like this insane, like powers up to this insane thing, and Vegeta's like standing there with his blue hair like an idiot, I'm gonna be so
I
mad.
mean, I
Like,
believe the next
it's
form
gonna
is
be rude.
probably gonna be white hair, green hair. I mean, no, they did green with Broly.
Yeah, they're going through the whole color
Yeah,
palette at this
Crayola is
point. I
inspired
mean,
by Crayola. That's where it's inspired by. They
Crayola.
on blue now. But that makes me wonder how strong is Broly in comparison. Was Broly stronger than Cell? Was Broly stronger than like how strong was Broly where they were never able to touch him? All these Super Saiyans.
Well, he had green
Yeah,
hair,
I guess he
so
was
I mean that makes
considered
it stronger,
legendary
definitely.
Super Saiyan. That's a different level.
Yeah, that's. I think there's only one of them.
Yeah, he was
I
born
think
with he was
I
he
don't
was
know whether.
born with a power level of 10,000.
Yeah, well, Goku was born with like a
Yeah,
one or something. What was it?
yeah.
I mean, that's insane. I mean, it's like I don't know. From what I hear from most reports, Broly at Legendary Super Saiyan was about as strong as Perfect Cell.
I believe it.
I'm not
I mean,
sure
I
how true
believe
that
it. He
is
did beat
because
Gohan, Trunks, Vegeta, and Goku at full power
yeah, he messed him
twice.
up.
They even took Sensu beans and then he fucked them up again. Even in round two, he did it again. So that's quite a feat right there. Cause Saiyans get more powerful when they get near death, and they become so. Even after they all four of their power ups, still the same result.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting in the second Broly movie where he comes back. He takes on adult Super Saiyan
Yeah.
2 Gohan, and he is more powerful than him, which is pretty
So it
insane.
make you wonder how strong is Broly? Can we? I want to Broly. No, never mind. Cause Bio Broly was fucking terrible.
Yeah, how much? Yeah, but what happened to Bio Broly? Like he was getting his ass beat by Goten and
Yep.
Trunks.
I guess
What
it was a
happened?
it was a clone of Broly, I believe, and it was an imperfect
Oh,
clone of him. So that's why he was so weak, and he was able to.
Like, because if you're going off the premise that Goten is about as powerful as Frieza was on Namek, Final Form
Yeah,
Frieza, that kind of shows you where where Broly was at in that slug form or whatever, grime all over him or whatever the
because
hell that
Broly was
was.
one of my favorite villains. I mean, he had the least dialogue, but he ain't needed. He was just brutal as fuck. That's why I liked him. Cause
Right. Yeah, he looked like a character like a fan would make, just really bulked up, really spiky hair, like really like he's just insane characteristics.
man,
Yeah, I don't know. Wonder if he had a further transformation, like a Super Saiyan, legendary Super Saiyan
hey,
2.
we might get that in the next movie. You never even know. It would be cool if um Beerus and Whis gave reference to Broly in another galaxy.
Then that would make it
Yeah,
better.
going through
Yeah,
another
that makes
galaxy,
more
there was a
sense.
sand. Like that would have been cool if they did that. But I think Broly's not canon, right?
He's not because like I think all of the movies besides the history of
Yeah,
Trunks aren't canon. No, there's another one missing. I think that is the Dead Zone canon. I'm not
I
sure.
think it might. Well, it's filler canon. Is the oh
Yeah.
filler is canon.
Well, no,
So
no, filler's
Piccolo
not
don't
canon.
have his
I think
driver's license.
whatever's
Huh?
in the
He don't have his driver's license.
yeah, and also yeah, there was a thing where Frieza was in hell, and that was discussed whether Frieza was even in hell.
Yeah,
Like there was a bunch of filler in the Buu saga where it didn't even exist. I haven't read the manga, so I don't know. Everything I go off is from the anime, but you can kind of tell when it's filler and when it's not. I mean, you can like for example when you're in the middle of a fight and it literally takes 2 hours for that 10-minute fight
yeah.
to finish. There's a lot of filler in there. Like a lot of it's just
I mean,
talking for the sake of talking, people on other planets talking,
yeah,
stuff like
Piccolo,
that.
Carl, and Garlic Jr. Garlic bread. I was like, is this a proper translation? Like, did he really call them that, or is that just America being America? I mean,
Probably a bit
is
of
they
both.
name really even the Spice Boys? Because I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping
I'm hoping it is because that's freaking hilarious.
but that make Krillin look like a bitch then. Getting work like that, that's canon for you then. And where was Tien in
It'll
the?
be the first time.
Tien is my favorite human.
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty sick when yeah, I don't know where Tien was. Yamcha, well, it doesn't really matter where Yamcha was, but yeah, Yamcha,
Yamcha, yeah,
Yamcha,
yeah,
and
that's garbage character.
I hate Yamcha. Ever since he got blown up by the Cybermen, I was like, oh, you
He was so
bastard.
cool in Dragon Ball. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they nerfed him
They made him
like
into
crazy.
comic relief.
Yeah, like by the Boo saga, didn't he even
Yeah, he
give up
gave up.
fighting? He was like done completely with fighting. Like that's how like Akira was just like, I have no ideas for this guy. He's just done. Okay, whatever. I'm just writing
I
him off.
mean, like they did with Tien. Boo kicked him once and he was done. He kicked, he kicked him so hard we never saw
Oh
him
my god.
again. I was like, God damn, that's all he did.
Yeah, that sucked. That sucked. Cause
Yeah, I
I
do
like
too. That's
Tien.
my favorite human. It's always people saying who's stronger, Tien or Krillin. Tien. I personally, I
Oh,
always
Tien.
wanted to believe
He's
Tien was.
How is he not stronger? I mean, he was fighting semi-perfect Cell and holding him off. Like I don't think like I know he was struggling.
Yeah,
Let's
he
admit
was
he
using his
was
life force.
he was dying. He was literally dying, but he was holding him off, and he was kept on blasting him. So I mean, you'd never see Krillin do that. What Krillin would do in that situation if he was up against semi-perfect Cell, he'd do the Kien's on the Destructor disc and run off. That's what
Oh, he might hit.
Krillin would do. Tien's sitting there actually saying, "No, screw you, you're
I
staying
mean, he might be
down."
able to hit him with a solar flare, maybe. Might hit him with a
Solar
solar.
flare.
That's still kind of useful a little bit.
I was surprised not like enough. Like they didn't use the solar flare more often because if you're blinding your opponent, that's pretty
Yeah, he could.
significant. Like I see these people getting beaten up on. I'm like, why don't you just use the solar flare and just I don't know
Yeah, I
regroup or
can
something?
imagine a solar flare from Super Saiyan God Goku on Beerus. I mean, you can at least blind them temporarily.
Yeah. Oh my god, what I was confused about the whole fight with Beerus and
Yeah,
Goku is that is that why didn't they have sensu beans there for Goku to recharge?
I have no idea. I think that well, they always have it in the most like the times where you need it the most. That's when they don't have it. I always notice that. Or
Yeah,
somebody
that's
always
true
takes
because
them
they
too.
needed to cause
How
them.
many times did the sensu bean get taken too? Like
Yeah, Jirobe probably ate them all.
probably. Yeah, Jirobe used to be
He's
a
probably
serious
hungry.
character in Dragon Ball too. But you know what? He did cut off Vegeta's tail, right? Didn't he
What?
cut? Wasn't he the one that cut off Vegeta's tail in the Saiyan saga?
Yeah,
See, so he was kind of useful.
yeah.
That was the last.
He literally won them that fight. Like, if he wasn't there to cut the tail off, they would have all died.
Yeah, that is very true.
If you think about it, because Goku was getting squashed, I
Yeah,
mean, he
Vegeta
would
was
have died in
Vegeta was
Vegeta's
literally
hands.
stronger than Goku at that time.
Yeah, when he turned into the Great Ape, I think the Great Ape makes your power level go up by times
Yeah,
10 or 8.
I think it might be about 10.
So yeah, so at that time he was a lot stronger. But Goku and Kaioken was stronger than like base form Vegeta. I know that for a fact. I know that Kaioken times, like you saw it when Vegeta did the
Yeah,
Gallic Gun, Goku did the Kamehameha wave, and when Goku said Kamehameha Kaioken
yeah.
times 4, and Vegeta's and then just blew Vegeta
But
away
wasn't he? But
basically.
wasn't Goku injured, like too injured to fight after that, pretty much, and Vegeta could still fight?
Yeah, because Goku used everything he had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I never
technically,
thought of that.
Vegeta would have won that fight a couple times. Vegeta had to fight more than just one person.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true.
He had Yajirobe over there and kind of had Gohan a little bit and Krillin. And so I always like to say that Vegeta was stronger than Goku back then. Goku be cheating. Spirit Bomb is cheating. That's a cheat. That's hacks. That's cheating.
That's
I
how.
never like that. That's hacks.
Yeah. I agree. I think now I agree. I never really thought of it like that. I know that Goku with his Kaioken was more powerful than Vegeta. I know that if Goku held his Kaioken times 4, he's literally stronger than Vegeta. But the thing is, Goku could only have that for a short
Yeah.
period of time. So I guess base form to base form, Vegeta was much stronger. Like I think what was this? I think it was like Vegeta's base power level is like 14,000. Goku's was like 9,000. So he's
Yeah.
like one third stronger,
So
I
because he
guess.
can't hold that
I don't know.
Kaioken. So the only thing Vegeta got to do is survive a barrage from the Kaioken, and he could do that, and he's good. But then Goku going to
Yeah,
cheat.
and then
Spirit Bomb. He used that on everybody. He be cheating, I swear.
it didn't work against Frieza. It didn't work
Thank
against
God it
Frieza.
didn't work against Frieza. We wouldn't even have Super Saiyan if that worked. I hate that. I hate the Spirit Bomb. That
I don't get that. How didn't it work against like? How come it failed against Frieza but worked against Boo?
I mean, I think because he used it from more people for Boo.
Like the
Yeah, he
whole
was getting it from
universe.
because Boo was a threat to the whole universe. Frieza wasn't that big of a threat, so he only got it from like certain places. But no matter what,
Right.
that's a cheating ass move. Like imagine if you could do that in
Yeah, that's
real
true.
life, man. Like real fights. Manny Pacquiao getting worked by Mayweather. He just put his hands up to everybody, give me your strength. Like imagine if it was like
Oh
that,
my
man.
god.
Cheating.
Let me be real with you. If that was the way boxing was, where a guy would, power up for a spirit bomb, I would be
Well,
watching a
yeah,
lot
that's
more
true.
often.
But
I
I
think
wouldn't be
that's
betting on it. I wouldn't put no money on it. Cheating.
no, because there'd be fusion and stuff. If you're betting on Dragon Ball Z, you're gonna get
Yeah.
shafted. Like there's just so much
All you got to
happening.
do is put it on
Like it's
Goku.
never a
Just
one
put
v
it on
one.
Goku. Goku always gonna win.
Yeah, that's true.
Poor thing.
Yeah. Or you do like a 2-1 odds, like you do Goku or whoever Goku fuses with to win.
This is what you gotta
That's
say.
how you do it.
I bet you Vegeta never beats none of these main villains. You would make a lot of money because he don't.
You'd be a rich
Yeah,
man.
because of
Yeah.
Kira Toriyama, man. Man, we've been on this Dragon Ball Z topic. That's how you know we some Dragon Ball Z fanboys.
Yeah, like literally this whole okay, so this whole thing was literally Dragon Ball
We
Z,
got
but
excited because we
whatever.
hear the new series coming out.
Yeah, I mean you gotta be. Oh, I got a question for you. For Dragon Ball Super, if there's one guy you're gonna bring back, who is it?
You said what?
For anybody, good guy, bad guy, who will be the one guy you bring back for Dragon Ball Super from Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball
I would
that you'd
probably
bring
either
back?
between I would say between Cell or because Cell, I liked his charisma. He was like a charismatic villain, like perfect Cell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
he
my
was
choice
funny to
too.
me. Like he would tell jokes. Like he would say, like when Trunks asked him, "Why are you doing this?" and he said, "I like to see the terror on humans' faces." And Trunks looked scared. He was like, "Yeah, that's it. That's the face." And I was just I was like, hilarious.
Yeah,
So it'll be between
he don't mess around. He's a sick motherfucker.
exactly. So it'll be between Cell and Broly because Broly never got beat straight up before. Like just straight up a one on one, because when Goku beat him, he took powers from everybody, So I would probably it'd be probably between Broly or Cell.
I mean, both of them would have to have a new form
Yeah,
or something because if they took on Vegeta and Goku right now, they would get pummeled. Like it's not
yeah,
even
but
close.
Broly's a Saiyan, so he got a whole bunch of power ups he can explore. Super Saiyan 2 Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, so Broly will be pretty easy. But Cell might be more difficult. Well, no, Cell would be easy too because remember he got Saiyan and Saiyan cells, so every time he get injured and come back to life, he come
Oh,
back stronger.
well, what if like Cell absorbed like Goku or
Wow,
Vegeta?
yeah, that would be powerful. But I don't think he could. But
Yeah,
I don't think
when he
he
has
can.
like
I
the
don't think he
aura
can
and stuff.
absorb after he became perfect, though, right? I don't think he
Yeah, I think
absorbed
you're right.
anything
Yeah.
after that.
Maybe he comes back as imperfect. I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
Gohan did punch 18 out of him. That was real as fuck. Like he just punched him in the stomach so hard.
Yeah, and have like a similar thing where like Goku or Vegeta gets absorbed. I'd prefer it if Goku got absorbed and then Vegeta's the one who has to
Yeah, that
save
would be
him.
a new twist. That would be a new twist. Cause we already had baby
And
Vegeta, so why do that to Vegeta again? Like,
yeah, and that's the way you could completely write out Goku and make Vegeta the star, is if you have Goku as the victim
I
and
mean,
Vegeta is
I
the one who
mean, no,
saves
no,
it.
I wouldn't want Goku written off completely. I like.
I do. I look. If Vegeta's going to be the star, you
I
can write
mean,
off everybody. It could just be the Vegeta
I
show for
mean,
all I
if they
care.
had Vegeta have his own spinoff, if Vegeta had his own spinoff, he go like him. You remember when his brother came and him and his brother went off in space and did some things. I would like that. So you would have Dragon Ball Z, I mean Dragon Ball Super, and Vegeta had his own spinoff. That would be kind of cool. Just Vegeta and his brother doing some things in space.
I bet you anything the Vegeta show would be more popular than Dragon Ball Super. I bet you anything.
Wow, you really hate Goku.
It's not. No, I don't hate Goku. I like. He's my second favorite character. It's just that I love. Like Vegeta is like the guy for me. I'm just saying to write off Goku just based off the fact that it would give Vegeta more airtime because I know if Goku's
Yeah,
there, he's gonna hog up
yeah,
all the
that's true.
airtime. So if you take him off, then who's the next guy in line? It has to be Vegeta. That's why I'm saying if you're gonna write off any, like, who cares if you write off Krillin or you have to write off one of the main guys for there to be room for the
Yeah,
others to do
I
something.
mean,
You know,
yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that because Goku didn't have his time for 20 years. It's been Goku. It's been the Goku and Gohan
20
show.
years. 20, literally 20 years. I mean,
This is
it's been
Vegeta time.
happening. So,
2015. You hear it here first on this podcast. Vegeta show.
yep,
Definitely.
the Vegeta show coming up soon. It's gonna
Guaranteed.
happen.
Bruce Faulkner gonna come back for it. And you're gonna get the epic
Yeah,
speeches.
and he's only gonna do the music for Vegeta's theme,
Yup,
no one
just
else's. He's gonna come back and say, "I'm only doing it for
make them
Vegeta."
that much
That's it.
more epic.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's
I'm
gonna
pretty
happen.
sure with
So.
this podcast right now, we're gonna anger a lot of Goku fans. A lot of Goku fans.
And I hope so. Send all your hate mail to me, and I'll be sure to not give a fuck. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, don't hate me, yo. Love me, man.
Yeah, no. Send the likes to my boy. You know, he ain't doing nothing wrong. He's defending
Yes,
Goku. I'm the one aggressively
yes, I got
fucking
love for
Goku.
all the Z War. Well, not Yamcha or Garlic Jr. Fuck them too, but everybody else.
Or him,
But
or him.
everybody else, I got love for. So dress. So we talked about Dragon Ball Z. We talked about your YouTube career.
Yep. Talked about yours as well, somewhat. I'd like to talk about a couple more things, but if that's all right, maybe another
I mean,
time.
I can get you back on the
Um,
show, man. We could do a part two. Like I said, part
anytime.
two, man. Thank you for being my first guest on the podcast. I want to say thank you for that.
brother. Anytime, I'm right here. Everyone subscribe to Ryan, G4
Oh, you got
leader.
to plug your stuff right now. Tell them where they can find you at.
You can find me on Pornhub. You can find me on youtube.com/Icemanauz, ICEMANAUZ. That is my gaming channel. And I'll also be revealing my music channel
Music
as
channel.
well coming up soon, which is more popular than my gaming
Whoa,
channel.
you hear it
Stay
here.
tuned.
Go subscribe to my boy right
It's
here.
coming.
But man, thanks. But like I said, thank you for
Absolutely.
being on the podcast, and we definitely got to do this again. Get you on for a part two.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of your channel. I've always have been. I've been watching for years, and it's a pleasure to be your first first guest
Thank
on
you,
the
man.
show.
I appreciate it. This has been G4 Leader and Icemanauz, and we signing off. Peace.
Peace.